Hey, welcome back to Call for Help. We're talking today about PC, tender love and care, how to take care of your computer. One thing that most of us overlook is that we need to clean these things on a regular basis. Cleaning your hardware can mean the difference between a healthy, happy computer and PC burnout. So here to give us some advice, Mike Nadelman from Advanced Computer Repair, right across the street in San Francisco. He's going to show us the secrets of how to clean your own PC. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Becky. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, dirt can enter the computer world. This is not a protected environment in here or in these keys?
No, and also hazards like spills of soda pop and food, and we get all kinds of calls.
Got it.
We even find mice inside the computer.
I've had a spider web in mine. That was a strange World Wide Web kind of overtones. I don't know. So the first thing we want to talk about, let's just get to it, and we'll ask you all the details as we go, but keyboards. Going to see a lot of gook in here because of exactly what you're talking about, soda and coffee and...
Well, some keyboards, like the compact keyboards, are easy to open up and clean completely. But in general, the modern keyboards of today, the keys are sealed, and it's pretty hard to clean inside. Short of replacing it, the best thing you can do is, of course, turn it upside down, shake it loose, shake all the dust out. You like to...
It's kind of gratifying.
Yeah, it's a
little
satisfying.
But there was some stuff that just fell out, a little...
There was, actually, and this was a new keyboard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing we do is we will take some compressed gas.
Okay.
This
is just a can of air.
Environmentally safe.
Got it. Where can you buy these?
You can buy those at either Office Depot or Office Max, Costco, a lot of different places.
And are they expensive?
These are about $7. These are a 16-ounce.
All right, and you just spray it in between, or how does that
And you just basically spray between here, and you can get down in there. If you're having trouble with a particular key, you might want to try removing one. I wouldn't recommend removing the space bar, though, because that's a little complicated.
Right. In my experience, if you take a key off, you kind of lose a little of the action. You can if you don't replace it perfectly. So
you might. Sometimes we go in there, we lubricate the key with a little oil.
All right. Well, let's get to the big boy, the CPU. First of all, you got to take the case off, which is an issue for a lot of people.
Yeah, sometimes they're like Chinese crossword puzzles. They're very difficult to open. There's side panels. There's little locking pieces. Taking them off can be a real chore, and sometimes we've found some that, like HPs, that are almost impossible to remove.
Tools?
Phillips screwdriver. You might need a flathead screwdriver, but generally a Phillips is all you need.
And keep the screws someplace central, from my experience. Okay, we've got all our little screws and a little hole back there.
The other thing, of course, you want to make sure it's unplugged.
Okay.
So you don't have any short outs, especially with metal cases, tend to short things out.
Okay, so then once it's unplugged and unscrewed, we remove our case.
Then you can plug it back in.
Okay. And why would you want to plug it back in? What are you going to determine?
Well, you want to make sure that the fans, both the CPU fan and the power supply fan, and if there are any other fans in there, you want to make sure that they're actually moving.
Okay.
In fact, it's a good idea once every couple months to check your fan in the back of your PC while it's running, just to make sure the airflow is going.
Well, what else should we be looking for in terms of dirt? I mean, there is dirt in this computer. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, well, generally, there's two different kinds of dirt. There's white dirt and there's dark dirt. Dark dirt is generally metropolitan areas, offices. White dirt is usually at home because there's a lot of lint from clothes and things like that.
There's lint here. I see big lint.
This is probably a home
belly
PC.
button lint right up on the top there.
Belly button lint, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of a brown. It's probably a mixed...
Mixed home and metropolitan lint.
Yeah, metropolitan
this
home
office. This is fascinating. I had no idea there was such classification of dirtiness.
Aside from the fans, now I can blow this dust, and you might see if we can just. You can see there's quite a bit of dust in the fan. You can go two angles, one from the inside, one from the out.
Wow, that all came out the back.
Yes, quite a bit.
Do that again. That was neat.
There's tons of dirt.
Wow. Okay.
The other thing that is very critical and is actually more important than that. You okay?
Yeah, that's serious dirt, though. I mean, this is no joke.
A lot of dirt in the floppy drive.
Okay.
And I'll keep it down.
I picked the wrong place to stand.
Those are areas that you want to worry about. The other thing is, of course, in a CD, you want to make sure the tray is open to clean it, blow the dust out. Those are all critical areas.
How often should you be doing this?
You should do it at least every 6 months.
Okay. What other types of cleaning? We get the idea of blowing dust out, but I mean, most of us are used to Pledge and 409 and those kind of elements.
409 is good. We like Simple Green because we can buy it in bulk, and it's a real good cleaner for the outside cases. We also use alcohol and we'll use Q-tips in areas like, for example, the mouse,
Oh,
and
sure,
also
getting
we'll
there.
use it to get into the rollers of the mouse, and I think you had a program on that.
Right.
And also for tape drives. Now, if you have a standard like a Colorado tape drive, you can spray the Q-tip, don't get it too wet, but you can go in there and you
With the
actually
heads.
can clean the head and the capstan roller.
Right. Okay. Is there anything we shouldn't be cleaning that you can think of?
Well, there's, most of this stuff is sealed. There are connectors where you can reseat, and if you really know what you're doing, you can reseat the connectors for the RAM. Typically, what we see is we see gold contacts with tin, like for memory, and it's mismatched, and those oxidize. And those actually we clean with a fiberglass brush and replace them back in there. If you're not comfortable doing that, and a lot of people have, if they've never done it, I don't recommend it because they do tend to break.
You also mentioned this product that you use in some parts of cleaning but shouldn't use in another.
Yeah, this product, this is Goof Off. This is actually for removing ink and things like that. It'll even remove graffiti. It's I don't know that it's environmentally safe. It smells awful. We use it for rejuvenating rubber rollers in laser printers and dot matrix printers. And you can even use it for rejuvenating the capstan roller in a tape drive. But you have to be very, very careful not to get it on any plastic.
Okay, so to recap, let's talk about what the 3 things that are most important. Number 1, clean your equipment about every 6 months. That's about
Yes.
right? Okay. We want you to do most jobs that you do as a professional, they can be done at home, right?
Correct.
And finally, think about safety and unplug this thing before you really get to it.
This isn't really terrible. It's the power switch that you have to watch out for.
Okay.
The rest of it is low voltage, but you could damage it.
All right, well, Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank
This is
you.
great cleaning tips. If you want to know more information about how to clean your computer, just go to our website at techtv.com/call-for-help. There's lots of information there on how to clean your fax, your printer, your scanner, all that good stuff. So we want to thank you, Mike,
you
and
very
we're going
much.
to take a break.